You ever sit down to record a YouTube video and then as soon as you hit play, you immediately forget everything you were gonna say? Hi, my name is Nathan Lyle. This is my personal channel where I do vlogs, reviews, and anything else that happens to catch my fancy. And today, the thing that happens to catch my fancy is me. That sounded weird. Why did I say it like that? Okay, here's what this is all about. I've been alive for 32 years. I've been on YouTube since, I think I put up my first video like, I want to say 2010, a little bit later maybe, 11 maybe. I've been around for a while. I doubt that anyone watching this right now has been here since the very beginning to watch that first video. But for the ones who have been here for a few years, you'll notice that there has been a active discussion around stereotypes and masculinity and just accepting differences, that just because you are one specific thing does not mean you have to be one specific way, and that, you know, fitting into a specific category does not mean you have to fit into certain personality traits, and that it's okay to just be you, whatever that may entail. And this is a video that I never thought I would make. I didn't think it was necessary to make, but I've decided that I want to make it because I'm tired of not being myself. And I wouldn't say that I've been living a lie, because I haven't necessarily lied about anything, but I have not been 100% honest, if we're being truthful here. And so, I'm making this video for me, and only me. And I have not 100% decided whether or not I'm actually gonna upload this. And if I do upload it, will I actually make it public? But something that I feel the need to actually say out loud, which is that I no longer wish to identify as a straight man. Now, that being said, I love women. I've always loved women. There's never been any doubt as to whether or not I love women. However, you know, I think for me, for multiple reasons actually, it's so much easier to just say straight, because, for one thing, it's just, you know, throughout my whole life, there's been an emphasis of me wanting to be more normal. And it's very easy to just say once you learn what the right normal is, you know? And that's not me saying that straight is normal, but it's me saying I felt like it would be easier for me to be less different and to fit in better with the idea of normal. And also, I can't deny that I've actively fought against any label other than straight, because of the simple fact that there are so many people, for so many reasons, who just refuse to believe I could be straight. There are so many people who refuse to believe that I could be anything other than a flaming queen, for the most ridiculous reasons, like the fact that I do enjoy cheesy music. I love boy bands. Something about male voices in harmony just gets to me. I greatly enjoy, I might have exaggerated there, but I do enjoy some good romantic comedies. Keyword being good, because let's be honest, like 80% of the rom-coms that have been released to the public are complete and utter garbage. This trash is not worth sitting through. But there are some notable exceptions. We're not going to get into all the specifics here, but yes, I do remember watching as a child A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore, and then Cry comes on, and I started crying because it was just so beautiful. And, you know, but like I said, we're not going to get into specifics here, okay? Like, I enjoy boy bands. I enjoy a good musical. I also enjoy football. I grew up playing Barbies with my sister. I learned how to braid hair. I also destroyed half of my action figures. I had G.I. Joes, I had small soldiers, I had all kind of comic book stuff. And none of them survived. None of them. Everything that existed in my childhood is in a landfill somewhere right now. I mean, I've never cared anything about fashion. Anyone who's ever met me, I think that's fairly obvious. I mean, my main fashion choices now as an adult are that I wear T-shirts with cartoons on them. That's become my thing. I feel like I veered off topic a little too much. But long story short, a lot of it just comes down to, there's so much messaging in the world that you're not even aware of. And you're not always even aware that it affects you. And you're not even aware sometimes of the choices that you make because of these voices in your subconscious that are telling you these things. And so, I feel like, fuck it, we've been here too long already. I don't want this to be a 2-hour video of me gushing. So we'll just say it. I no longer wish to identify as a straight man. I've now chosen to live as what I consider to be my true identity, which is heteroflexible. It's a new thing I've only really discovered in recent years. And actually, I've had it on my dating profile for a while. And the reason I like that label is just because, well, for the most part, I love women. Once again, that's never been in doubt. But there are people who identify as something other than a cisgendered woman that I also consider myself attracted to. I've been attracted to trans women and some trans men and people who identify as gender fluid or non-binary. And I definitely don't want to eliminate them from contention. I think the only ones that I can say, I am rarely ever attracted to cisgendered men. In fact, in 32 years of life, I can only name 2 cisgendered men that I've ever looked at as anything more than just a guy I know, you know? Just every cisgendered man I've ever met has always been like a friend from work or a friend from school or something. And only 2 in my entire life have I ever looked at and thought of potential romantic partner if they felt the same, which highly unlikely that they did. But it's one of those things that it may not be the most likely scenario, but let's acknowledge with a complete and total honesty that the possibility does exist. I am not officially ruling it out that at some point in my life I'll have a dick in my mouth. I don't necessarily expect that to be the outcome, but it's not completely off the table. And the weird thing is, for a while I've been thinking about this for a few months now, because part of me is like, why should I make this video at all? This isn't a big deal when you think about the huge shit that so many other people go through. Because there are teenagers who can't come out as anything because they risk losing their homes, they risk violent physical attacks and stuff. But here I am, 32-year-old man, been completely independent on my own for a decade now. I've really got nothing to lose by saying any of this, but for some reason it's still so fucking nerve-wracking to say it out loud. And the possibility of people hearing this and knowing it and thinking about me differently and treating me differently. It's still nerve-wracking. But, well, there it is. There I am. So that's... Now, for those who don't know, I've been going to therapy on and off for about 6 years now, I think it is. It's been at least 5. And so I actually on a break right now, which was actually her suggestion because I kind of hit a wall. I'm doing self-exploration right now. I'm still doing worksheets. I'm practicing meditation. I'm doing a lot of looking inwards, but I'm just not going to sessions or anything right now. But I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm wearing jewelry every day when I leave the house. And we are now no longer required to wear a mask at work. I think I'm still gonna do it. I think I look better with the mask on. The less you can see of me, the more attractive I get. So, also, I've been looking more into BDSM. It's specifically the BDSM community in San Antonio. I'm doing research and trying to work up the courage to start reaching out, making some real effort there to push myself out of my comfort zone and learn more about who I am and just, becoming the truest version of myself. Because you're never too old to grow. The moment you stop growing, you start dying. And a man who is the same at 50 as he was at 20 is a man who's wasted 30 years of his life. I don't want to waste any more of my time. So, yep, I got promotion at work's gone through, getting some more money, more responsibilities. Can't necessarily say I'm enjoying it more, but it's good to see myself constantly progressing. And of course, a lot of personal growth has happened and will continue to happen. And we'll update you more as the situation changes. For now, my throat is sore, so I'm going to turn this video off. And to everyone, honestly, I get it. I think I get it. I don't know if I get it. I honestly don't get it. I don't know what I was trying to say. There's a point here that I can't make. And I think if you get it, then you'll understand. That made no sense. But so, if you could comprehend that inane rambling, you have my sincerest apologies. Anyways, fuck, I'm going to bed. So, till the next time you see my face in the video, my name is Nathan Lyle. Have a good day, week, month, year, whatever it is. I'll see you around.